Welcome back, dear viewers. Yesterday marked the launch of the Gulf Digital Construction Forum 2025, an important regional platform that brings together experts, innovators, and leaders in the fields of smart building, digital transformation, and future construction technologies. The forum, which will continue until December 11th, highlights the latest advancements shaping the construction sector, from AI-driven design and smart infrastructure to sustainability and integrated digital systems. Today we are pleased and honored to host our distinguished guest to discuss the significance of this forum, the key topics being addressed, and how digital innovation is transforming the way construction projects are planned, executed, and managed across the Gulf region. We are pleased to have with us today Dr. Khaled Mahdi, Chairman of the Gulf Digital Building Forum. It's really a pleasure to have you, Dr. Khaled, and it's been a while.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, my dear, and it's always great to have a chance to interview and chat with you.
Absolutely. Dr. Khaled, definitely, to begin with you, could you give us more overview of the Gulf Digital Construction Forum 2025 and the vision behind organizing this year's edition?
The Gulf Digital Building Forum started last year. And I have to admit it's an excellent initiative led by Dr. Manal Adwani and Dr. Mohammed Salim and Dr. Sana Al-Azza. Three of these academic thought about improving how construction is done in the country and what are the best practices around the world, and they want to push for these practices to be adopted in Kuwait. So we had the chance to be with them and promote their efforts, and I have to say I adopted the initiative with them and give them all the support. So they asked me kindly to chair this forum. I do believe in the new technologies changing all the economic sector in the whole world. If we look at the Industrial Revolution, the fourth one, which is moving to AI, IoT, digital twinning, digitization, digital economy. The whole world is moving in that direction.
Yeah, definitely.
So construction sector is also one of the sector that is moving toward also that, to include the digitization of it. And all the country in the Gulf region, they have in their national plans digital transformation, and everything now is slowly and slowly digitally transformed. Now the construction sector in Kuwait, it is not as digitally transformed as the other. It is still, we are using the classical old tradition of project management approaches and design approaches. We still use papers, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is at the end of the day, we are laid very much behind all other countries who are progressing. So the initiative push for the use of building information modeling as being part of the construction, part of the management, part of the design, as well as part of the facility management and operation management.
I see.
So the whole idea of the forum is to promote the idea of digital twinning, the idea of BIM, building information modeling.
Indeed. Well said. Definitely. It's not coincidence to be a chair, because whoever sees your CV, Dr. Khaled, will know how qualified and how experienced you are. So this forum opened yesterday and will continue until December 11th. And what makes this year's event particularly significant?
It's very crucial. Now we are moving toward the new development and a new construction in the whole region. There is $1.6 trillion are allocated, 1.6 trillion, not billion, trillion dollar being initiated by the whole region, not just Kuwait, the whole region, a different project. Their value reached this 1.6 trillion up to year 2030. So imagine a 1.6 trillion worth of a project cannot be managed
exactly
the old traditional classical.
It has to be in AI.
It has to be done with more technology and advancement in the management. So, and the idea, maybe people start asking, what is digital building or digital construction? The best way of me explaining it, long time ago, we used to draw by hand on paper. We call this 2D. Later, another 3D show up, and also by hand. Then later, we are doing the design on AutoCAD, or what I call
the buildings,
graphic software. So this graphic software actually make the construction of the architect and of the civil part. Now you want to add the electrical part, then you add the mechanical part, you add the sewage part. Then you start to add the facility. Indeed. Now imagine how much information you are adding.
You are adding a lot of data.
A lot of data. Now if you look at it the old way, each one of them is separate.
That's
now
true.
Imagine if you put them all together in one system, digital, and you can see it.
You need to process it very
That's
well.
called BIM.
BIM.
Building Information Modeling. So you make a model and you look at it. Okay, now let me move this a little. Oh, you will see the electricity, you will see the sewage, you will find everything.
That's
now
really
take this model and you want to start working in the construction. It will be very easy for the project manager.
I wish this took place earlier, you know, before I build my house.
By the way, in other countries, this is mandatory to have them.
Wow.
In Kuwait, it is not.
You know, unfortunately, in Kuwait, we design only the walls and the rooms.
And imagine
basically
if you have
the building only.
There are a few buildings, by the way, in Kuwait, they use this. For example, the G.M.K building,
they used it.
Al-Hamra, they did use it. So in some of the buildings in the private sector, they use BIM, the BIM, but it is because not mandatory.
Yeah, unfortunately.
For example, the Public Authority for House Welfare, like what Mr. Nasser, Engineer Nasser Khaled told us yesterday, they are using now in all the new contracts BIM. And he tried to apply this in 2010. The minister himself, in the speech, he also showed that this is becoming an integral part of the future contract. Ministry of Public Work, they are starting with Engineer Ayman Al-Musawi. He is one of the manager there. They already established a BIM office, but unfortunately, not all engineering offices in Kuwait, they have it.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Not all of them, they are trained to do it.
You have
some of the few ones, but unfortunately, we did not see even interest. This is what I feel very sad about. In the forum, we did not see a huge interest by many engineering offices to understand the BIM and to adopt it.
A human being always against
change. Thank you, sir. And this is our job. This is our job to promote a new idea and push.
You know, believe it or not, it's for me, it's not strange from Dr. Khaled Mahdi. This comes, you know, from you, because I know you were in the planning ministry, and definitely this is in your gene.
It's always there is a new. Now, I tell you one very good story. When we were part of the committee for Expo Dubai 2020. At that time, I had the honor to work with the Ministry of Information, and we were very much shocked with how the Expo management in Dubai, they give permit very fast.
Really?
Because they use BIM.
Okay, I see.
I was asking, how did they do it? And the interesting part, now with the AI, the current, with the AI, you can do approval of changes using BIM in no time.
Wow.
This is the beauty of it. Now, when you have BIM, you only run a code on the building code. This is all automated. You put your building code on the model, which is maybe a house, maybe a building, maybe whatever. And it will check for you if you are violating the code or not. Now, the idea of BIM, it's very cornerstone to building a smart city.
I was going to ask you about the committee of civil IDs. they could use also BIM.
Actually, this is very interesting to talk about how governance should be done. The idea of the smart city will require collaboration between several important entities. One of them is the PATSI.
Yeah, the PATSI.
The Public Authority for Civil Information is very important.
Indeed.
And also you have the GIS in Kuwait municipality. Then you add to it, you make sure that all design in Kuwait are BIM. So nobody can make any design without having a building information model. And you put all of these together, you will end up with a smart city.
We can see, you know, that was that's you
the
in
opening.
the middle. Yeah,
Yes,
the opening.
It was the opening yesterday.
Yeah.
And I have to admit that we were not be able to come up with this forum without the support of the UGCC. It's a private sector company. This is the people from UGCC. They are actually believing, and they are, by the way, very pioneer. They want to move forward with the BIM in the country, although they are contractor. But they are forcing the engineering offices to know BIM, to help them in order to project manage faster, lower cost, better resource allocation.
And nobody can violate.
And they cannot violate, exactly.
And that's where we...
And this is why this company decided to be based on our idea and initiative with the forum. They will start a management department for BIM, training their engineer in order to be ready for the future.
And definitely...
This type of private sector, this is what we need in Kuwait.
Exactly. And it tells you, Dr. Khaled, how many persons should be in this building, or the capacity of that building.
Everything.
Everything.
See, the good things about BIM, it's also for security, for safety. When we were in South Korea in 2018, we visited an operating room for one of their smart city. Imagine, in this operating room, you see everything in the building. In the city.
Wow.
Not in buildings only.
In the city.
In the whole city, security, safety.
So if somebody suspected by facial recognition, you can't find it.
Cameras are everywhere.
Okay.
The whole traffic is simulated. So this is the beauty of smart city. You have a brain.
Exactly.
And this brain is called the operating room of the whole city.
Yeah, definitely. Internet of Things definitely has everything.
And IoT, as you said, the 5G. Kuwait is even one of the best country with 5G. But we are not using the 5G to its full capability.
To its full.
Imagine you get an IoT, you get a smart city there, you are running the traffic properly. The only important thing we should know is security. Cyber security become very important. Because there's too much data.
Definitely, absolutely.
And also you can save electricity, you can save water. There are a lot of important
benefits comes with it.
Benefits and impact for sustainability and for resource allocation.
Indeed. So let's move on, Dr. Khaled, and can you tell us about the most notable sessions, workshops, or panel discussions taking place during the event?
Honestly, this forum is very interesting. We invented a new things.
Really?
We had 2 podcasts running in the forum.
Okay.
Usually when you go to forums, conferences, nobody does podcasts.
Absolutely.
We did podcasts.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a new idea.
Podcasts.
We did 2 podcasts.
Nice.
The first podcast is about Kuwait, challenges, and why Kuwait government is not moving very fast with BIM. And we had Mr. Ayman, engineer Ayman Al-Musawi from MBW, and engineer Nasser Khreibit from Public Authority for Housing Welfare. And we have Dr. Manal Adwani, the initiative leader, discussing with them the ideas. We found very interesting. They believe in it, and they start to work on it, but still they believe the capacity and the engineering offices is very weak. So there is a side the government wants to do
it, but still the people
but still the engineering offices aren't. And we reach one conclusion: if it is not mandatory by law or by regulation or by Kuwait municipality, this will not
be
move
implemented.
forward.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But for example, and I mean, when you are building your house,
Yeah.
you are being asked by the municipality to give your design
Indeed,
paper, blah, blah,
indeed.
blah, all of these
Has to be
things
permitted, yeah.
coming from the engineering
Yeah,
in order
yeah.
to get the permit.
Yeah.
Now, imagine if this is to be done electronically and digitally.
Oh, you save a lot of time.
You save a lot of time,
money,
exactly.
everything.
And also, you will know if you are doing a right design or you have violations.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. That's, you can't play with the government.
So the engineer will not sign on paper; they will sign on the digital.
Unless it's legitimate. Dr. Khaled.
And by the way,
yeah.
there is one thing about it.
Yeah.
It's also, if you are having a problem with the contractor, you can solve it with BIM.
By BIM.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because most of the FEDIC contract, which is usually the engineering contracts, they are very much integrated now with BIM.
Indeed. Dr. Khaled, unfortunately, we're out of time, you know.
Oh, okay.
I want to really go on with you. It's really interesting conversation. And thanks for enlightening me and, you know, our viewers. But if there is any last message to convey for our viewers.
Well, one important recommendation to Kuwait government, and especially directed to the Kuwait municipality, adopt BIM now better than later, because what we are coming to
Or facing
in the future will not be solved easily.
Indeed.
And we need to kill the delay in a project at least by using one tool, which we found it very important, which is BIM.
Indeed, as you heard, you know, Dr. Khaled Mahdi, he's the chairman of this forum, and he's advising all the engineers to adopt BIM or BIM system. This is for our benefit. Dr. Khaled Mahdi, thank you very much, and it was really an honor and pleasure to have you with us in Good Morning Kuwait.
Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Dear viewers, today we take you to Kuwait University, where the Deanship of Student Affairs was presented by the Department of Cultural and Artistic Activities, hosted a special exhibition titled Treasures of Our Ancestors, in collaboration with the 965 exhibition for Kuwait Heritage Crafts and Handicrafts. This event highlighted the richness of Kuwait cultural identity, from traditional craft to authentic heritage artifacts. It was a celebration that brought together students, artists, and heritage enthusiasts to honor and preserve the legacy of past generation for future generation. So let's watch this report.